So in terms of the abiding is experiential. Okay, let's say, for the sake of argument, it is. For starters, I have trouble accepting that. And the reason why is union with Christ is positional. We're in Christ. Abiding in Christ is continuing in Christ. It's a location. It's a location of the branches. Where are the branches? They're not over, floating in the water. They're attached to the vine. It's the location. It's positional language. So if Charles isn't going to take the abiding as positional, what is it? It's some type of non-positional position or something, because it's just positional language. And it seems that union with Christ is probably where the category of positional language came from in the first place. Like, where else is he getting the idea of positional language if not from being in Christ? So I think that to me is challenging. Now, even if, for the sake of discussion, let's say it's experiential. Okay, so what? If it's a sufficient condition, those that are abiding in Christ, they're the ones that are bearing fruit, right? So it's a sufficient condition. So if you're abiding in Christ, then you're bearing fruit. Now, Charles could say, well, maybe it's a sufficient condition if you're abiding in Christ. Okay, cool. But here's the problem with that. How do you abide in Christ now? And is it by faith? What is it that because that just basically kicks the problem, one level up in terms of what's the condition for abiding in Christ. And not only that, it's got a problem in terms of, well, without abiding in Christ, you can do nothing. For apart from me, you can do nothing. So let's say you have to, I don't know, be a good Christian to abide in Christ. You have to love people to abide in Christ. Whatever condition, I don't know, but maybe we can find that out in cross-examination. But whatever that condition is, here's the problem. So if you kick your dog, and you shouldn't do that, but if you kick your dog, now you're not abiding in Christ anymore. How do you get back? Right? Because now that you're not abiding in Christ, you can do nothing. So that's why I take this language to be regenerational language. And to me, it's just, I think that the better category would just be I would argue that it's positional. I am arguing that it's positional.